This video is part 2 of a Tecumseh engine that wouldn't start without prime. In part 1, and the link for that is up above, I show you everything I did to try to get this engine to start without prime. It ran great once it was started, but you had to prime it to get it going. I borrowed a carburetor off another Tecumseh engine I had, and it started up. So what I did next was to go and order a carburetor from Amazon. And for those of you that don't have an Amazon Prime account, if you go to the link in the description down below, I have a link there where if you sign up, you get 30 days to use it for free. If you decide you don't like it, cancel before the 30 days and they won't charge you the monthly fee. Now, this took more than 2 days to come here. I ordered it on a Tuesday and it came on Friday. And I was told the reason for the delay is because of the virus situation, that the non-essentials don't have priority. So it still wasn't bad, and of course made in China. But the carburetor looks identical to the one I was using. Unlike the one that's the original one, I got it without the anti-kickback solenoid. But everything looks good on it. The springs are nice and tight. I don't know how it's metered on the inside. We'll find out once we put it on. But I want to point this out. There was only a couple of these left for this price. If this works, I'm going to go buy the rest of them up. This was $13. It was under $14. With that, I got the carburetor. I got a shut-off valve, fuel shut-off valve. I got this fuel filter. This is kind of, well, if you want to say on the cheap side, but it's a filter nonetheless. It came with the gasket, a spark plug, and 4 of these hose clamps. Now these clamps are normally like 30 cents, 40 cents each. So for $13, call it $14, this was the package. And it was free shipping because it came through Amazon Prime. I also bought a couple extra of these gaskets because when I borrowed the carburetor from one engine to put on the other, I ripped the gasket, so I'm going to need one for the other engine that I borrowed from and a couple to have on hand. As soon as I get this carburetor on the engine, I'll be back to let you see how it works. Okay, I have the new carburetor installed. Like I mentioned earlier, this doesn't have the anti-kickback solenoid. So we're going to see if this starts and how it runs with the new carburetor in. And once I get it going, Johnny, my cameraman, is going to take over. I have the brake on. Let's see, we'll give it some choke. Here we go. Okay, it's that battery. Johnny, get that battery jumper, please. Okay, we're just gonna give this battery a little help. Got it on?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's try it again. Hey, all right. So that aftermarket carburetor seems to work well. Sounded like it was surging a little bit in the beginning. I don't know how the video picks up this hill. I went up and down this hill and sideways just to see if there was anything with the float. Put it in the higher gear. I didn't even go into the highest gear. This thing moves pretty quick. Has no problem. The surging seemed to stop after it caught itself, and I don't see any problem with this carburetor. The problem I was having originally was that this engine wouldn't start unless it was primed. Once it started, it ran fine. And in my previous videos, if you look in the link up above, I show you what I tried to do to get it to start without priming. Besides this video, I have other videos on this tractor where I repacked the deck bearings, another where I installed the 2 drive belts, and the original one that I believe I started with this is a no start situation. When you turn the key, nothing happened. If you like to see those videos, the link is up above. Just click on it, and if you have any questions or comments, post them down below. If you haven't done so already, subscribe and hit that notification bell not to miss any of the new videos as I upload them. And as I mentioned before, I do appreciate the comments down below, the likes, using my affiliate link at Amazon to get your supplies. It all helps with the channel. And until next time, stay safe.